Corruption. Thank you. Quite universal question of corruption.
I'll just start. First of all, we didn't have a legacy. There was a hangover from 50 or so years of Soviet rule, which was a tremendous help to us. I mean, America really is premised on an idea, on a promise about freedom, about government. And that's extremely important to understand, is that our foundation premise is that government isn't there to solve your problems. Government, is, by and large, is something to fear, because as it grows, your freedoms recede. So our entire success as a society is based on freedom, a limited government, about people having the capability in freedom with personal responsibility and self-reliance, and being able to aspire to things and to achieve. And so it's just so important that you have a limited government that does not have that power over people, that is not corrupt, so that people can actually utilize that freedom and put it to good economic use.
Transparency and a free press. Transparency and a free press are the two fundamental elements, I believe, in fighting corruption. In the early 1970s, a free press brought down the President of the United States. And without a free press, then it makes it incredibly difficult to really get at the root of corruption.
So there's an idea for some of you young potential entrepreneurs right there. Start a newspaper, start a TV station, start some type of information business.
But
By the way, I hate the press.
let me just add, because we have seen, in our trips here, we've seen examples of extraordinary bravery and courage on the part of members of the press. And the only way we're going to combat this, the only way to get that information out, is to have people have the courage to go behind the lines, to take pictures, to get the videos out there of what really is the truth. And so we just, first of all, thank the press for their courage and bravery, and encourage them to continue to do so.
Well, and we saw, we were in Ukraine the day that the Russian helicopters landed right before they took over the Crimea to take over the gas plant just north of the Crimea. And what we heard was that the free press had been shut down in Crimea because the Russians came in to control the message. And you have to make sure that the message cannot be controlled by others. We worry about limitations on the internet. You see it in North Korea, you see it in Iran, where people who are just seeking information are not able to get it because of a government the government makes the decisions to deny people information. You have to make sure that you're never denied the information that you seek.
Could I mention that there's a very satirical publication called The Onion, which makes fun of everyone. Many of you may have even seen it. It makes fun of politicians and takes events and is very satirical. And not too long ago, they named the dictator of North Korea, Kim Jong-un. They named him as the sexiest, one of the 10 sexiest men in the world. The North Koreans believed it, and they publicized the fact that Kim Jong-un was one of the 10 sexiest guys in the world. Wonderful moment.
Thank you. Maybe in this context you may comment, because there is a reverse side of the coin when press is used as an instrument for propaganda. And we saw that Russia is using media armed forces actually in Ukraine when press is really manipulating the events. So how a journalist can work in and be sincere in what he does if the state tries to impose a certain level of information?
I don't know, but all I can tell you is that there have been a number of reporters who have been killed in Syria trying to cover the atrocities of Bashar Assad there. It's a very dangerous line of work, and